Hi everybody, my name is Lacey Klein and I am a licensed acupuncturist. I also work with Chinese herbs and am an essential oils enthusiast. I work at Finish Line Wellness and Finish Line Acupuncture in Savage, Minnesota. And I am going to share with you a video on how you can treat your sinus congestion and give yourself some allergy relief this spring season by using acupressure techniques. So I am going to start off by using a point that's on your hand actually. It's along the large intestine channel we call it, and so it runs from this side of your hand here by your thumb. It runs all the way up your arm into the side of the nose. So it works great at unblocking the sinuses. So that's where I want you to start. You can kind of follow along with me and then, or you can just watch the movie first or the video first and then try it on yourself afterwards. So I'm going to start off by taking my thumb on my right hand. You can start on either side, but I'm going to start taking my thumb on my right hand and I'm going to place it in between my thumb and my first finger on my left hand and just press down and hold right where that's like the meatiest part, right in this area. So just press and hold. You can lightly massage it if you want to get a little bit of a different sensation in that area too, but ultimately you want to get like a deep, almost like a shooting sensation. Sometimes it'll be a little tender, especially if you have an active headache or if you have really congested sinuses. And this technique I will add is also great not only for allergies, but if you have kind of a common cold and you have a lot of sinus congestion, you want that to get relieved. So you can try this as well. So press and hold on this side, and then I want you to switch to the other side as well. And you can press and hold for, I would say, at least 15 seconds on each side. And on each point that I show you, I'm going to go a little quicker just for video time's sake. So start with those points, and then after you've done that, I want you to move to a point on the face, which is also along that same large intestine channel. It's called large intestine 20. So if you follow kind of the natural groove along your nose here and go right at the base of your nose, you'll find a nice little divot there. Your fingers will kind of naturally fall into this spot. So just press and hold, and you can kind of angle upwards too to get a little bit of a different sensation, and do whatever feels best on you. Typically, whichever point is a little more tender on you is probably the one that you need the most. So just kind of play around with it a little bit, find the spot where it really feels like it's starting to open things up, and you'll feel this immediately. You'll feel some immediate relief from this. After this point, I want you to just move up a tiny bit, almost like a centimeter above that spot, right along the nose. This point is called Bi-Tong. It's an extra point in Chinese medicine, and it also helps to clear up the sinuses too. And this one will be tender on you as well, especially if you have an active flare-up. And from that point, I want you to go to your eyebrow. So right where the eyebrow kind of comes to an end here, starts off rather, I want you to take your thumbs and press up. You can kind of like take your other fingers and press down on your hairline just to kind of give you a little more oomph. And I look ridiculous right now, I know. But just press and hold, and this will be very sensitive as well. Alright, and then after that, I want you to go to a point directly below your pupil, and it's right underneath the cheekbone. This point is called stomach 3. It's a beautifying point in Chinese medicine. So it's an ancient Chinese secret to keep your skin beautiful and vibrant and healthy and give you those nice rosy cheeks. And it also subsequently opens up the sinuses as well. So press and massage that one a little bit. And from there I want you to go to your temples. And this point is called Tai Yang. And it's not really specific for sinuses, but I like to use this just for the calming effect. And if you do have an active headache due to the sinus congestion or allergies, this is just a nice relaxing point to help alleviate that headache. And the last point that you can also do is called Do 26. So it's right in this little divot here above your lip and below your nose, and just kind of press and hold. This is also a great point for concentration. So if you're having trouble in school or having trouble staying awake or whatever it is, if you're in a boring meeting, you'll look silly and people will think that you're picking your nose, but it's a really great point. Alright, so those are all of the acupressure points that I'm going to show you today. I don't want to overwhelm you at all, but after you press on these and massage them, you can go through the whole cycle a couple of times as well. I also want to show you something else that you can use. These are Jade rollers, and it's something that you can either buy at my office, or sometimes your local acupuncturist might sell them as well, or you can ask them where would be a good source for you to pick them up. You can find them online as well. I've found them on Amazon before, but you do need to be careful that you are ordering real jade, because that will have the best effect. Real jade should be very cool to the touch on your skin. And it should, the jade roller should roll very nicely too, like in a nice fluid motion. Sometimes if you get one on Amazon, nothing against Amazon, but sometimes they won't be the best quality. But they might still do the trick. I don't know. I prefer real jade. So these will be really great. They're really great for cosmetic acupuncture, for, smoothing out fine lines and wrinkles. They're also really great for unblocking the sinuses. So you can use either one. If you have two, awesome. If you only have one, that's totally fine too. So I want you to go back along all of the points that I showed you. I'll just use one jade roller for now. And this will help these lines in this area too. So just kind of roll back and forth and along that beautifying point as well. And use this smaller side for the smaller areas, and then you can use this bigger side for the more meaty areas in your face. And this is more of a beautifying technique. You don't really need to do this area if you're just focusing on sinuses. If you're focusing on sinuses, just focus on this area here and the upper sinuses as well. So just kind of go right along. I'm just going to do one side of my face just so that you can see. And just kind of go with whatever feels right, just kind of contouring to your face. And it will feel good if you have any inflammation in this area. It'll feel really great to have the nice cool jade on there and help unblock those passages. So you might notice after you do this technique that you might need to be blowing your nose a little bit. That's a good sign. That means that things are clearing out, and that you will be getting some relief as well from this treatment. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. It was a pleasure, and I hope that you contact me if you have any questions, or if you would like to set up an appointment for acupuncture. I am again at Finish Line Acupuncture in Savage, Minnesota. Our address is 4401 Egan Drive, and we are in Suite 100, and that's in Savage. And if you want to, you can give us a call. I do free consults as well, so I would love to talk to you. Our phone number is 952-746-4162. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great day.